And I'm very pleased to say we've got point-to-pointing now as well, because from the Point-to-Point Association, Tiggy Vale-Titterton is here, sporting the best name of any guest I've ever had on the show.
Well, thank you.
Tiggy.
Thank you, Nick, for that.
And you're not going to be forgotten in a hurry either.
Yeah, it has its perks and it's definitely its downsides, I suppose. But no, it is a name that people will remember.
Fantastic. And hopefully we'll do quite a lot to put point-to-pointing in lights this season, because it strikes me there's a bit of momentum behind it. We're all big fans. Paul's a big supporter. Dave goes pointing a lot.
Yeah.
I'm interested in pointers and have a couple of horses that do it. Am I right? Are we on the cusp of something special? Yeah,
I mean, we're in a really good position, actually. We're really confident because we've had bumper crowds the last 2 seasons. We've had actually record crowds coming through since COVID. And the best thing about point-to-pointing is it means something different to everyone. Everyone that goes, they're going for a different reason. For example, if you were to go as an owner, you can get right up into the action. You can go over to the trailer or the lorry, see the horse getting tacked up. You could walk the course with your dog and the trainer and the jockey.
There's no restrictions, really.
No restrictions at all. And then, you can have a great boot picnic with your friends if you're going as a race goer. There's lots of fixtures have kind of annual events. So you've got the Strongest Farmer, you've got the Side Saddle Dash, terrier racing, and then obviously as well, if you're going as a jockey, it's just great fun. Make friends that last a lifetime, and you can just learn the ropes. That's the biggest thing about us. We're trying to educate everyone now and really hone in that we are the grassroots of British jump racing. And actually, it's just a great day out in the countryside.
Yeah, and whilst I'm really looking forward to seeing David Yates taking part in the Strongest Farmer competition at Charing or Parham or wherever it is this year, there's a very serious point to point-to-pointing, which is also now to bring young horses on, which are doing much more effectively in this country than before, and also to provide horses who are exposed under rules or need an extra career that opportunity to prolong their careers.
Yep, so this season we've introduced 3 new series. So the first of which is the 0 to 110 rated series. This is for horses that have got a handicap mark under rules and are obviously a lifetime rating of 110 or less.
They've never exceeded 110 through their careers?
Yes, in England and Ireland we've kind of kept it simple. Sorry to the French horses at the moment, but it just gets a little bit complicated over there. So that's for this season, and that actually concludes at Warwick in Hunter Chase final, which we're really excited about. So all the winners from that race series will qualify for the Hunter Chase final in May. And then we've got a Hands and Heels series, pretty self-explanatory what that one is, but that's honing in again on the education point. We can teach people things as the grassroots, learn new habits, and then take them out and roll them out under rules. And then finally, we've got the GB pointing bonus series for young horse maidens, and we're actually just so excited about this. It's sponsored by Tattersalls and Goffs, and it's triggering a bonus of 25,000 for a GB bred. Excuse me, I had to go.
That's all right. It's very complicated with bonuses and schemes and everything else. So you've got to be British bred.
Yes, you have to be British. Well, no, you don't have to be British bred. So the GB pointing bonus is for 4 and 5-year-olds to remain with a British braced trainer in order to trigger that bonus.
Got you.
That's it. So, and then it's £25,000 to a British bred horse, £15,000 to a horse bred outside of Great Britain, and then they have to go on and win their development race. This development race is just being ironed out currently with Lydia Hislop's high quality horse group, but the objective is basically that we want this to be achievable. We want people to bring their horses and start their careers in pointing before they go on under rules.
But what it's doing is it's properly, and Paul will appreciate this, it's properly integrating your sport, British point-to-pointing, into the mainstream. Is that going to be a big advantage, do you think, in 5-10 years' time? Are we going to reap the benefits of that as a country?
Well, hopefully, yeah. It's a great initiative, and anything that can support British point-to-point and British racing can only be good. And it's good to hear that it's all going well. And I think some very positive ideas have come forward this year, and it looks like coming into fruition.
And Tiggy, how did you get into it?
So I actually, we were having a chat outside, Dave. I actually came into it sort of late, I suppose, in my my career. I mean, I'm only 27, but my family have always been in racing. My aunt has a pre-training yard on my family's farm, and I went to uni, did a really well-known degree called International Horse Racing Business at Hartpury University. Great course.
Sounds quite fun.
Oh, it was so much fun. We went on some great trips.
Dave read law. You'd much rather have read International Horse Racing Business.
Again. Oh,
You'd
God.
much rather have done that.
What a disaster that was.
Well, and then COVID happened just as I was graduating, so I went to work for Dan Skelton, and I had an amazing 3.5 years there. Worked in his office, managing all the owners' communications, but it was there that I discovered my love of pointing. So just off COVID, I was helping local point-to-points with their marketing on social media, really because we were racing behind closed doors, so it was trying to get the word out that we are still going ahead and you can watch on the live stream. I then took on one of Dan's ex-horses pointing myself, and then we kind of fast forward down the line, and here I am working for the Point to Point Authority. Been here since January, and gosh, we've achieved a lot. I mean, Paul, he's very disappointed he's not here today. He actually had surgery on his face.
This is the new boss?
Yes, the new chief executive. Yeah. He started in June last year. So together we've kind of, with the team, which is a small team, it's actually worth saying, you know, we're running a national sport. There's 4 of us in the Point to Point Authority office. And it's a lot of work, but we've come up with some great new initiatives. Like I said, in March of this year, we took all of the marketing and social media back in-house, and we've seen some great response from that. You know, we've reached 1.1 million, or over 1.1 million in unique users now viewing our content, which is great because we know we're outside of the pointing community. And then we've upped our reach by over 400% on the whole last year. Yeah, the whole of last year. So, you know, March to October, where we are now, it's great to see that we've got new eyes on the sport, and ultimately we want new eyes on the sport because people can't be involved in the sport if they don't know about it. So,
brilliant.
Yeah.
And the first fixture is not too far away.
No, our first fixture is on the 9th of November at Lower Machen in Wales, which is a
brand new track.
So it's not brand new; it's actually reopening after 6 years.
Well, as good as new.
Well, exactly. You know, we have around 80 courses across the UK, ranging from Fife in Scotland all the way down to Trebadum, I think, is the furthest south in Cornwall. So in Wales, it's really great. We had another course open in Wales for the Welsh International fixture, which was last season, but this year. And then we've got, obviously, Lower Machen reopening, which is lovely because, again, I mentioned COVID, but they couldn't actually continue behind closed doors. So it was lovely to be able to support them and bring these tracks back. And, they're kicking off the new season in, gosh, what is it, 3 weeks? Less than 3 weeks, something like that, yeah.
Well, listen, good luck. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Pointing not too far away. 9th of November, the first fixture. Now, I told you this programme was nothing if not varied.